Dick and balls.
Really? That's our opener?
Hello, everyone.
You shit.
Welcome
Dick
to
and balls.
the Table Troop Myshall stream.
In case you didn't know, we're not a family
I am recovering
stream.
from the worst pun I've ever heard in my life. I had to literally take pain meds before we just went live. It was that bad. So welcome to those who joined, and I apologize for people yelling profanities. This is a rated G family Twitch streaming
It's not.
channel.
It's not.
We only, worship the good
Rated
book
G
here.
for Great Goog, because there's some dick and balls.
That's how I communicated with my coworkers all day today. I walk by, I'd be like, "Fuck." She'd be like, "Fuck." It was awesome. There was no misunderstandings all day.
With that,
One
I'm
of
going
these
to take a
days,
sip of my
one of these
drink.
days, I'm gonna somehow make a swear jar that every time you swear, it takes out 10 cents out of your bank account or something.
Okay, and donates it to the Twitch chat or to the.
Yeah.
We could pick a charity.
Okay.
But we'd all be poor.
Wait, every time we make a joke or we curse.
Curse.
Okay.
So that's not too bad because everything we say is a joke. Our lives are a joke. So literally just every second it's donating 10 cents from all of us.
Existence is a joke.
All right. Anyways, I guess we'll start playing this game. So what happened last time? The players arrived at Remy Durai, which is the kind of getaway place for the elven nobility, to where they are going to be married. The fourth son of House Nalin, Tanlin, is getting married. And their goal, the party's goal, is to protect the prince, because they believe, or not they necessarily, the king believes that his son is going to be the next target, since he's kind of the highest up on the chain, getting married soon. So it's the player's responsibility. They've agreed to help them out and protect the prince.
Every time you just recap, I'm just get so nervous.
Because you're trying to see, like, oh shit, what's relevant?
Yeah. What if
I might have missed. Like, I say words like, oh, they might think that. Like, you guys are like ready to defend. I'm just like, oh yeah, nothing happens. However,
Go ahead.
you get news the next
Summon
day
another illusory
that
dragon.
this person got fucked up instead.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about now.
Yep.
Well, good. I need to do emotional damage because I can't swing for shit on you guys. Anyways, so upon arrival, they learned that there were a group of other paragons that showed up previously, who said that there was a group of orcs camped nearby, and that they were going to deal with them, or they were going to try to, but they didn't think that they were capable enough of dealing with a threat, and they didn't want to give away their presence that they were on to them. So the party agreed to go and help, and they took care of them. However, they kept one alive. He's unconscious, and this is where we begin the session.
Coup de grace.
I killed my horse.
No.
I take some smelling salts and I stick them right up his nose.
All right. So I think Yuri and I are kind of far off. I go.
Your
"Yuri."
brownies are ready.
They are ready. Sorry.
Great timing.
I know, right?
Go ahead, get your brownies.
Okay. Well, Kai's gonna go get those.
Can't let it burn.
Do you want to put like a hot pad down?
Hot
Oh
pad.
man, you guys are just gonna put the tray right next to you.
Well, they're in like these little like mason jars.
Oh,
Oh.
cute.
They're really cool. Yeah.
Mason jar brownies?
Yeah.
So you can get at them with like a fork.
Yep. So I'll be holding and scooping. Anyway.
Don't hurt yourself, it'll be
Well,
hot.
Whoa. I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Hold up. How long's the drive? No.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. They're like Hershey brand, so Hershey sells them.
All right.
Anyway.
Anyways.
I was gonna ask if Yuri's okay. Are they still gooey?
Yuri is still gooey.
Are you still gooey, Yuri?
Yeah, Yuri is
Hanging out.
gooey.
So yeah.
So I'm gonna tie up this orc.
He's only mostly
Okay.
dead.
Him hurted.
Yeah, she's fucked up. According
Let's
to
make it
our
like a
D&D
hot bed or
Beyond
something.
extension,
So we can
it says she's at 8 health. I don't know if that's still accurate or not.
do, like,
That probably is.
I think so, because we haven't rest.
All right. So Orc, Cleo ties up the Orc. What does the party want to do? He is unconscious, but stable.
Who speaks Orcish?
Me. Zootar.
Oh, a lot of people speak Orcish.
Oh shit.
Many
Uh,
languages.
I do not.
All right. I suppose we leave the interrogations to you three.
wait, hang on. I don't know.
Or do you have the comprehend language spell?
Oh yeah, I speak Orc. Never mind.
Did I finish wrecking the cauldron?
Yeah, we need to like investigate these dudes.
Oh yeah, you tipped over that cauldron, or you shattered it.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
So I burn the contents.
What kind of is the liquid? Does it resemble the same as from the first cauldron that we found?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I won't even have you make a check. You just recognize it because it's something that would be.
Okay. That one
Very-
was green. This one is
What
purple.
does it smell like? Does it smell like fungus and mashed up spider eye?
Do you
or
want to
anything
taste
like
it?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to taste it.
Yeah. Do you want? So
I
get
think
your
that might be a
face.
great idea.
Get your face real close and make me a perception.
No. That is not how you
I'm
smell
gonna use an
potentially toxic
athletics to
chemicals.
just push his
You-
face into
you
it.
waft, you know?
Make me a perception check. If your face isn't getting close, it's gonna be harder.
Meanwhile,
I
I'm gonna
mean,
go up to
it's
like,
really
Yuri.
not that important that I know what it smells like.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go up to Yuri and be like,
I mean, Zootar might want to have kids one day, and he doesn't want to give birth to like half-eaten ogreish freaks or something.
Or
wow, I
nothing.
didn't know that's how half
I'm
works.
right here. Hale is right there.
Oh shit.
She's because she's fucked up because her parents did the portal hopping. Talking
I
about.
mean, I'm talking about like half-liquid, deformed children.
Oh,
So you're not a water
I
gunner.
wasn't paying. Sorry, that's my bad.
All right, roll me some perception.
I was looking at my spells. I don't have many. Perception
15.
Okay. Anyone else taking the smell?
13.
I'm currently holding my guts together
Mhm.
and
Oh,
kind of like towing the fallen orc to make sure he's truly unconscious.
Yeah.
Zutara
Hey,
is literally
Um,
doing the oh no. Anyways,
Hold
Well,
on.
I
feel
ran
you.
like
That
I'm like
is-
200 feet into the woods. Like I don't think they know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
That is
Except
not
Cleo.
what's going
I'm
on.
like looking at Yuri very concerned. Like, are you all right? Can I help you get back to camp?
I think these are gonna need some stitches. No, but I'm okay. Really. Maybe you can just help me drag this guy
is-
back.
Is Yuri within 60 feet of me?
No.
no, she's 200 feet away, and she's like
Alright.
in the woods, so you actually don't even know.
I'll be like, why don't you
Fuck.
just take care of yourself getting back? I'll bring this guy.
So, anyways, you passed the perception check, Zutar, not you, Hale. So, the aroma is. It almost smells very orky. And it smells
Porky.
very herbal.
We'll make it over.
Herbal.
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 We're gonna be here a while.
Herbal.
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 You being
A
silent
But
H.
as far as
Someone's
the
daddy
content,
is Brit.
this is someone's dad is British. You can get rough smells. The contents probably would take some nature checks, and they'd be very, very difficult if you wanted to try and break it down. Because chances are it's stuff you've never really
Nah.
seen or dealt with before.
Nah, not worth the effort.
Would identify do anything? Not really. No, I don't think it would.
Yeah, not in this circumstance. It won't. So, Yeah, at this point, I'm imagining, Cleo comes around the corner with an orc and Yuri is crawling.
All right, so
Not quite crawling, but
I
definitely
see-
stumbling a little bit
I
with my
see
guts
Yuri.
falling out.
I see Yuri all, fucked up, and I'm just like, oh shit. So I am going to cast Healing Word on Yuri. Where's my D4? Give me a moment. 4 plus.
He's starting getting into his healing role here.
So I heal Yuri for 12 hit points. Man, that sucks. All right, that's my healing word from, afar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to run up to her and, cast Cure Wounds. So that,
Live, damn you!
Like every single time I get healed in D&D, I just cannot imagine being these characters consistently torn apart and then patched back up almost immediately. Like how strange that must be.
That's another 15.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because Brett and I, a few sessions ago, we actually discussed the philosophy of actual D&D healing and what the limits are and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of emphasis on just sealing up wounds, but if somebody has brain trauma, there's no real spell to heal that.
You can heal the tissue in a sense, but
kind of because that was about the full red dude who got shot in the head, right?
Yep.
Who got Kennedy'd.
Yeah, you got Kennedy'd.
jeez.
Because Brett obviously asks, oh, can I just heal him? It's like you can, but you can't heal a brain like that.
I mean, his soul is gone.
Also that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're dead on impact, if there's nothing.
That also reminds me. Sorry, we don't have any diamonds for Revivify.
Which is funny because actually, now that you mention that, last Saturday, I think somebody tried to heal a dude because so they were gonna capture him and stuff like that to interrogate him like we did with this orc, but instead the dude, he was at 2 hit points. He's like he'll use his attack action on himself, and he stabbed himself in the neck, went down dead. He's like, oh, I want to try and heal him. I'm like, okay, you heal him, the wound closes, but he ain't breathing.
He ain't breathing. That's good.
He ain't breathing.
Do you have another timer set?
No.
So once you did, you did.
Yeah, so yeah. All right. So yeah, how do you guys want to set up the scene for this interrogation that is about to happen?
I would
We should dangle him over the cauldron so that his toes get all burnt off.
Well, the cauldron got smashed.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thornton.
damn.
his toes over the fire.
But
It's
the
okay.
fire's
Yuri
still
was,
going.
bleeding out. Ooh, we could do something.
Actually, I'm doing okay now. A little bit.
Does Zutar have Zone of Truth?
Do I have Zone of Truth?
I know you did at one point.
The one thing I dislike
Because
about being a
I
fighter, I'm so unresourceful in these
Okay, good,
situations.
because I don't have the spell slot for it.
So wait, it's Zuchar. Does Hale speak Orcish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 3 of us can take point on it. On the interrogation.
Burn his toes off.
We can dangle
Boil
him
them,
from a
mash them,
tree.
stick them in a stew.
But if we Zone of Truth him, then we can it'll be easier,
All right. So I'm guessing somebody wants to slap him or put some water on him, or
Little slap and tickle.
Put it in the wrist. It's all in the wrist.
The 3 of you are handling this interrogation. I don't speak Orcish, so I can't do much until you tell me to do something. I can intimidate him at some point if you want me to. Which I'm not the best at, actually, apparently.
Gordon just
Short
stand there
dwarven
and
stature
look
doesn't do
scary.
much.
Yeah, Thornton, just polish your hammer. Polish the guts off of your hammer.
I'll polish my hammer.
or
Okay.
you can. What did Steph's character do with the half disemboweled woman with with invisibility?
Just dangled her around.
Yeah, just do that.
Marionette it.
Make a puppet
Marionette.
You just bust open the back of the orc, stick your hand up there, and the orc is like, blah, blah blah blah. I'm an orc and I'm blah 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 blah.
All
Groot is an
weekend at
asshole."
Bernie's.
So we wake up the orc.
All right. So yeah, the orc, wakes up and he kind of like looks around. He's, the memory of the battle and who you guys are, and then all of a sudden he kind of like starts to like look around, see if there's any comrades, any help coming, and then he's obviously kind of realized, oh shit, so he's gonna kind of try and wiggle away, hog-tied.
I'll put my foot on his back.
Okay,
I will
so
cast Zone of Truth.
all right, that's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a 2.
That's a hold on.
Pretty sure that's a fail.
Charisma saving throw.
Oh, charisma, then that's even worse. All right, so he basically has to tell the truth, right? Or is it he can't lie?
He can't
Can't
lie. He cannot
lie.
speak
Okay.
a deliberate lie.
Okay. Very important.
Oh, I hate when you do that.
No, it is very important because then
Is-
that
No, I
it
know
all
it's
comes down to
very
your,
important.
because then that comes down to your questioning.
I'm questioning, and is the orc smart enough to avoid the truth?
Probably not. Fingers crossed.
Anyway, Cleo will say in Orcish, "There's no point in running, friend. Answer our questions, and maybe we'll be merciful."
He tries to spit at you, but it doesn't really go far.
All right.
Gross.
Did you roll for that?
I did.
I say to the orc, in Orcish, that was very impolite, cousin.
So he'll kind of snort at you, and then he looks offended. He's like, "You are weak because of them. You are nothing like me."
And I'm
That's
grateful for it.
All right. Why were you and your companions here?
We were told to spy.
Told to spy on.
Who?
Elves.
Who sent you?
Our boss.
Who's your boss?
Who's your boss? Who's your daddy and what does he do?
The biggest orc. And you can
What
tell
is
he's
his name?
Thrash Crag.
Oh shit! The guy in my dream.
Wait, can we kill
Where
him
is-
yet? Have you got what you need?
I just hold up my hand to like shush Thornton. Like,
all
"Shut
right,
up."
all right. I'll continue polishing the hammer.
Where is Thrash Crag?
Not here.
No shit.
What?
Is that a lightsaber?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, that's the alarm. Can you get it?
then Yuri draws her lightsaber.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sorry, that's my like timer thing.
Shit just
Yeah,
got real.
Tell us everything you know about the elves.
So he kind of snorts. He's like, they got pointy ears. They're pale.
About the elves in this region. What are they here for? Why are you here besides to spy?
So yeah, he's like trying to resist. So the best image I can do is like when people are trying to resist Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, right?
I'll like kind of dig my heel into the center of his back.
He goes, "Ah, we're supposed to make a camp here for the agent."
Who is the agent?
"Argh. His name's Lug.
Lug. Noted.
How do you spell that, Deanne?
Doug, but with an L.
And what was Lug supposed to do?
So he'll, kind of think for a moment, and he's just like, I can tell you already know.
Yes,
Yeah, I-
but we would like you to tell us.
But you already know, right?
Where is Lug now?
What?
I don't know. He left days ago.
Days.
So he's already done what he needed to do.
Again, he's like, no.
When you say he left, you mean he left wherever your previous staging ground was.
This is our staging ground. We are expendable at this point.
So my head, Zutar's head kind of kicks up, and he's like, "Oh shit." So I look over at Cleo, and I'm like, "He's already on his way to Ramadorai."
Right. Is Lug an orc or a half orc? I'm asking.
Yes,
Which one?
he's a half orc.
Half orc. Okay.
What?
He's a half.
Can't meta that shit.
Okay.
I don't understand what anyone is saying right now.
I know, I like kind of still holding my wounds together, and I'm like, Lug?
Lug?
What are they talking about?
They're just mashing their teeth, as far as I
Pretty
can
much,
tell.
Fred actually was speaking Orcish.
Yep.
But
I will, while this is happening, I will walk over to Yuri and give her a potion of healing that I happen to have.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Oh, I have one sword, and it's okay.
All right, well, you're more likely to need it than me at this point, judging by the look at you.
Yeah, that was kind of a bad decision on my part to go off alone, but thanks.
No big deal. Just take it. If you don't need it, you can give it back later. Just keep it on you, just in case.
All right, I slip
One
it
of
into
the
my bag.
questions Can we ask?
And I
this?
removed it from
did-
mine.
What does the potions Lug delivered do to his targets? What is the point? Why is he trying to do this?
so he kind of smiles because he knows he can answer this and it's not going to help you. He says, the shaman knew.
Which we can. Mr. Beads.
Mr. Beans.
Oh,
And you're too low level to have speak with the dead. Are you?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
don't think
asking
that's an
if
option.
you know.
No, I don't.
What else can we ask?
Lug. Does Lug have any magical abilities that allow him to climb, change form, turn invisible?
Yes.
Which one?
Yes.
Which one?
I'm thinking
You
both.
said all of them.
Ah, fuck, he can do everything? I say in common.
What the hell? Who can do everything? What is this guy
worry
saying?
about it.
Oh, I'm worrying.
He could already be one of you. He could already be there planning his move.
It's
And I have to
me.
say,
No.
it's gonna be great because this was gonna be the last job he does. He was gonna go all out. And he's gonna
you
make
ask-
sure every single fucking elf there is dead.
Did you ask if Luke could change his appearance?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now he actually is having a good laugh at you guys.
It's okay. Are there any other orcs in the area?
I polished my hammer a little closer to him.
He says, yes,
Where?
right in front of me.
What?
Are there any other orcs on your
Zutar just kind of like smiles at him like, yeah, nice one. Look at you using all 3 of your brain cells.
That was good.
Okay.
Are there any other orcs on your side?
No.
He's wow. Being very forthcoming.
If we had to figure out what kind of... I don't know.
Is there anything else we can get out of him?
I'm sorry, Thornton, Yuri, do you want to ask him anything? We can translate for you.
I mean, I don't know what you've already asked him.
Aye. What the hell you been talking about this whole time? Just sounds like you're mashing your teeth.
Well,
Well, we've learned that we're fucked.
we've learned that
How?
the orcs have been told to spy on the
Yes.
elves by Thrash Crag, apparently the biggest elf.
The biggest orc.
The biggest orc.
You
excuse
could
me.
just say you reiterate everything that you've
Yeah, I
asked. Let's just
reiterate.
save a little
Yeah.
time.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll just like translate briefly.
Aye,
Wait,
so
who's
he can do
Luke
everything.
He is the
That's what I
agent.
missed. That's his name.
Yes,
And he's a half orc.
half orc who can climb, turn invisible, change form, all through magic.
So he's a wizard.
Some kind of
Or
wizard or
something.
sorcerer, probably, yeah.
Or has very special items, potions.
And when did he leave the camp?
Good question.
It was a few days ago.
A
Right.
few days.
So yeah, he could already be there. If he's changed form, then he may have already been there. We may have spoken to him and not even known it. Anyone have any spells that can detect these types of magic or find those that are good or evil?
My monocle should do the job.
Boom! Hale just has to look at all the party guests. Or
Yeah.
maybe not a guest, but
Well, I
Let me
think
see.
it should be even prior to that. I mean, they may try and take him before the wedding even occurs.
Don't they wait
they've taken the night before,
for?
I believe.
Aye. So checking the party guests may be a little bit too
certainly
late. I think
taken.
we
They're
should-
taking the night of. They're taking. Yeah.
All right. We should. I mean, the place is fairly deserted from what I remember, so it shouldn't be that much of a chore to check everyone that's there.
That's true.
Staff, guards, all of them. The guests, squirrels.
All right.
Does he seem
So,
does the orc seem to register anything that I'm talking about? Does he speak common? Is kind of what I'm trying to figure out.
he might.
But he's not reacting to anything that I'm saying right now.
He's kind of has a grin on his face, and he's just kind of
You
soaking in the concern he can sense in your voice.
Oh.
All right. Cut his legs and arms off and his tongue, and we'll leave him to bleed out.
Or should we deliver him to the prince? The prince might wish to have his own
All right. Arms and legs.
interrogation.
Let the prince talk. Sling him on your back.
What do we think? Shall we bring him back for further interrogation? It also might be a gesture of goodwill to the prince.
Oh, to be honest, he seems a little too pleased with himself looking at the orc right now. I think he's due for a bit of suffering. So, yeah, sure.
Well, you could still cut out his tongue and bring him to the prince.
Well, that and how's
Then
he going to
won't be able
speak?
to talk.
You can cut off his toes and bring him to the prince.
Well, that's what I said. Cut off his arms and legs. Give him a good old-fashioned healing spell to clean up the stubs. And,
So Zutras is looking at all of you like.
I don't agree.
listen,
with
I got a
this.
grudge with these fucking orcs. Full-blooded, not the half-orcs. You're fine.
If we cut his legs off, we'll have to carry him. At his legs, he can walk.
I can handle it.
Just cut off his fingers and toes, Thornton.
Ugh. Opposable appendages, I suppose.
I mean, keep in mind if you do that, there's a very good chance he'll bleed out.
Yeah, we don't want that, and we don't want to.
That's
get
why I'm
him
saying
infected.
we cut off those appendages and then cast a quick healing spell, which
Do we
cannot
want to waste
regrow
our
lost
spe-
limbs,
Are
but
we
it
really
can
gonna waste a healing spell on an orc's limbs that we tore off?
to extend his suffering. Maybe.
He's not worth it.
All right, just bind him then. We'll take him with us. But if he tries to get away, he's got to go down. I fling the
enough.
hammer up in the air and catch it, like implying that I could take him down if need be.
You've taken down many orcs.
And
believe-
other things.
Oh yes. I think you'd be more than up to the job, Thornton.
All right, make sure he's nice and bound on the arms, and let's take him with us. Anything for? I'm gonna look to the other three that came. There's three of them, right? That came with us. The other paragons, 3 or 4. How many?
3.
Oh yeah.
Three.
Let me bring up their names.
I don't really need their
Yeah,
names.
I
I'm
do
just
too.
gonna
Okay.
look to them. Like anything you need to ask him, or an opinion to suggest.
They say, how do we know that this isn't going to benefit the agent in any way?
Bringing
What
the orc.
us bringing him there?
Yeah.
Well, it might. But why we?
It might split his attention.
I'll tell you what.
He's
We'll
been
cut his
ratted
arms
out.
and legs off when we get there. How's that? This is that perfect.
Thornton,
Oh,
please.
Christ.
So, anyways, the Paragon say we're gonna head back to Bouldervale Post. I'm guessing you want to tell them what you learned,
Aye.
and they'll probably go and inform. You know.
Just a moment,
What's going
if
on?
you don't mind. Hale,
Yes.
got your monocle?
Yes. And I say the activating word, and then I have 3 of them.
Chimichanga.
Okay. They all seem normal.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna have a quick peek, make sure there's no one invisible.
Okay. So what exactly does your monocle do? Can we go over the rules for that
If he
again?
needs the
Oh,
specifics.
shit.
I need to just have it up again. Let me get some. Right. So let me. Which is. One. True seeing.
It's basically just true seeing, right?
The spell gives the willing creatures to see things as they really are for the duration. True sight notices secret doors hidden by magic and can see aerial plane.
Okay. But you can't see through, or no, you can see through illusion, see things for what they really
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
This true sight can see through visual illusions and.
But you-
Yep, no visual illusion. That's right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nope. That's good to know. But you don't see anything.
Okay.
All right,
cool.
so these guys are safe then. Okay, as far as we know, unless they're just
Mhm.
double agents and they say fuck humans and elves and everything else.
Well, if you guys are bringing the orc back, we're heading to Remy Durai. Do we want to take our early break just so we can get some food in our belly?
Sure.
Sure.
Rob and I.
Yeet.
All right. We're gonna take a 10-minute break and then we'll come back.
All right, see everyone
Sounds good.
soon.
Brownies.
We're back in the room.
We're back in the room.
Lesbians.
Well, now I'm chewing. So now we're.
There we go. That's the right scene.
This is a lesbian stream now.
It's what? I'm. Okay.
Are we all lesbians? Are we all?
Lesbians only.
I
Are we all-
mean,
Are we all Shabazi right now?
We are.
Shabazi.
Well, Rob, you and I are Shabazi. I
Yeah,
don't know
we're
about the rest of
Shabazi.
them.
I don't know what that is. What's that? What's
It's just their weird thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Kai
Educate
and I
me.
are in Shabazi with each other.
We
Educate
are.
me.
I don't know how to explain. It just is.
We'll
I
explain
guess I'm gonna
off
just
stream.
have to
It's very
Google it.
weird. It's very weird, and I don't want to explain it in a public place.
You just did. You basically just said that you're Shabazi, but not. People. Okay, never mind.
All right. But you don't
Anyway.
know what Shabazi is. You can Google it, and it's going to mean totally different things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, technically, Shabazi is a type of Japanese knife,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not in the context that we mean.
Can it be?
They do knife play.
We are knives.
That's what it means. They do knife.
All right. So, you guys are heading back to Remy Durai. You have a captive with you.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
I will.
All right.
I'll hold on to him. I'll make sure that he remains, in
All right.
place and doesn't try and get away.
Okay. Give me an opposed athletics check
Perfect.
with disadvantage.
Does that mean
on
he's?
him.
Does that mean he actually is trying to get away right now?
Oh yeah.
All right.
He had disadvantage.
Shit. Oh, that's a 13.
So yeah, he kind of wiggles off and he kind of hits you on the way down. So he hits you for 1 damage and he
Oh,
falls to the
bitch.
ground.
Okay.
And he goes, so in Orcish, he's like this fucking dwarf.
Whatever.
You're
I'll pick him back up and shove him
Okay.
forward.
okay. We're gonna make one more check before you get back to your horses.
Can I help?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I like
Another
flanking.
athletics check.
Yep.
18.
Billy, you're good at this.
So
I have a
yeah.
+8, but my rolls are not like spectacular.
So yeah, he's just cackling the entire time, and he's getting louder and louder.
Shit.
Almost like he wants the whole forest to hear.
I want to try and non-lethal damage, just whack him unconscious.
Okay. Yep, you do that.
Does it seem like anything has like noticed him? His cackling?
Roll me perception with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, why?
Reasons.
I picked up on that, so I definitely am going to do the same. Let me see what I get.
I rolled an 8.
Fuck. 11.
Rolled in that one. I have a headache.
I rolled a 17.
As a
Oh
disadvantage?
wait, disadvantage, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm like, damn.
No, yeah, it's still 17.
Oh, all
I
right.
rolled a 16 and a 17, and I have a +1.
All right. I mean, when he started laughing, you definitely noticed that birds started flying around. But that was pretty much all you
Like
noticed.
literally flying around or flying away?
Or yeah, like flying away.
Okay, all right. Doing great, killing time for my game tonight. Roll for mischief. If you're streaming, we will try to raid you. I think Wheeler is also streaming, so if you're both streaming at the same time, I think we'll have to roll a die to see who gets us.
I mean, they started about the same time as us. It's probably worth just streaming Mischief, right?
Yeah, that's right. Mischief is here. Mischief showed up.
Exactly.
I keep looking down to where my camera used to be at nothing.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
tend
you
to look
just
at the
look
camera and
sad.
I'm like looking down
You just,
here, and I should
yeah,
be like,
you just look sad most of the time now.
Oh.
All right, so the orc's unconscious, and you're gonna head back to Remy Durai. Don't forget, it's about a week before the wedding. So as you kind of get back on the road, you're noticing there's a lot more people on the road now, and they're all heading in the same direction as you. A lot of elves.
Okay, all fancy attire, I imagine.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nobles,
Yeah.
people of upper class.
Hale,
Yes.
how many times can you use that monocle of yours? today?
Manico. Yes,
That's a callback.
that is a callback.
Manacle.
How many
Balls.
times can you use that manacle?
How many
Anything's
times
a
can you use that
manacle if you're brave
monocle of
enough.
Yours?
Today, so I can use it one more time today.
And how long does it last? Perhaps you might want to.
I
keep an
think
eye on-
10 minutes, but let me.
Rough. I think save it till we get to city gates, and then maybe spend some time there, watching people come through while we bring the prisoner in. What do you say?
All right.
All right. So you're just basically gonna be scoping out the folks. Let me just Google up something real quick.
Oh gosh.
When you do that.
Is it me you're looking for?
Slime
Oh,
Ball Incorporate. Thank you for the follow.
thank you for
Yeah.
the follow, Slimeball Incorporated. Apparently, I love it. That's a great name.
Okay.
I don't think they're watching.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a few dice here.
I like that one of our users in chat is Silly Gnome 225.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, what a silly
Just
gnome.
a shout out to them.
Yeah, that makes me happy. That's a great name. All right. So yeah, as kind of you kind of fall into line with the other folks who you assume are going to Remy Durai, how did you guys whose horse did you sling the orc over?
I can be walking if you want.
Oh, so he's on the horse and you're on the ground guiding the horse?
I recommend against that.
Well, that's what Cleo said.
I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, the way I had figured it is he was going to be slung across the same horse that I'm on, since I'm the one that's trying to keep him from getting away, like I said.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
if
can
you're
do
okay
that.
with that.
No, that's good. I was just gonna like, as a horse person, you can't put like, even like a dwarf. Like you're still pretty heavy person. You probably can't put a dwarf and an orc
Oh, okay.
on the same horse. I mean,
Alright.
you could, but not for a long time.
You can't. Did Red Dead Redemption 2 lie to me?
Yep.
I mean, you can do it.
And
It's
a lot
just
of
not good for the longevity
movies.
of the horse, especially if you do it like a lot.
Well, we're not doing it a lot.
I
Yeah,
know.
no. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Freaking
Fuck it. As horses are fucked up creatures. Like, you don't want to like make them any more fucked up. Their backs are awful.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
So
And we ride 'em anyway.
as you guys are riding, the orc captive wakes up, and he sees like all the elves, and he just starts shouting at them in Orcish and all the nobility.
I knock him out again.
And yep. So yeah, at this point now, you guys are absolutely the center of attention,
I'll like just show my Paragon badge.
and the Eldritch Knights, who are kind of the personal guard for all these, kind of start riding up to you, and they're like, "You're not taking this orc to Remy Durai, are you?"
Aye, he's our guest of honor.
Are you? So the Eldritch Knight kind of look at each other. It's like, have you been hit over the head too many times?
No, can't you get a joke?
I'm not joking.
Neither
Mr.
are
Dwarf.
we. He's very important, and don't worry, he won't be at the wedding or nothing.
So at this point, they're kind of aggressively, like, kind of trying to like circle you and slow you down and separate you from the group.
Seeing as we have the favor of the prince and we don't know, we're going
Aye.
to keep going.
We are under the prince's orders to protect him, so I think it would be of best interest to let us through.
We
Make
were
an
going to let-
intimidation check.
Oh fuck, I'm not good at that.
Whoever, I guess, either. Well, hang on. Did Zutar participate in that?
No.
It's gonna be either Hale or
Fuck.
Thoradin.
Yeah, I rolled a
Someone,
6.
well, someone can give him advantage.
Can I
allow
give
someone-
I'll give advantage.
All right.
I'll give advantage as well to
All right.
somebody else.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll roll again.
Oh, natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Fuck.
All right.
I rolled an 8 the second time.
God. What do you have? for
22
plus
total.
intimidation?
Plus
So-
3.
So they'll kind of like look at you and they'll say, "What are your names?"
Wait, okay, I thought they would just back up. Thoradin, Storm Shield of the Paragons.
Hale Buckman of the Paragons.
So they say, "You all heard that, right?" And then he looks at them and is like, "All right, carry on."
You all heard that?
He looks at because you're like surrounded by about like 10 or 15 Eldritch Knights while this is happening,
I don't like that. I do not like that at all.
but they disperse.
Good.
All right.
So at this point now, as you're getting there to Remy Durai, and it's starting to get dark, and torches kind of on the bridge are being lined up. You're kind of waiting in line now awkwardly with a bunch of people to get across. Let me make some rolls here. Okay, the orc wakes up again.
Bonk.
Slap
This
him.
damn thing's gonna have a concussion and a half.
Right. Well,
Oh,
he,
well.
he-
Or he's got a
well,
thick
you
skull.
you're just not staring at him the entire time. He's actually going to attempt to make a athletics check now.
Great.
He doesn't do great, so he tries to shake, and he starts yelling and
25.
screaming. But now at this point, after you felt him move, and then you turn around, and after he says a few words, you bonk him. No,
Alright.
he was making his own thing against the bindings.
Okay.
All right.
We slit the back of his knees so he can't walk.
Hell!
Well, at this
Well,
point,
The human centipede.
well, here's the thing, is if he made that while you guys were on the bridge waiting, he could just roll right off into the water.
Well, then he can die.
I think he wants to.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yep. We're getting him closer and closer to being questioned inside, and it's probably
Mhm.
bad for him.
Yeah.
All right, so you get to kind of the main plateau of this place, and you see a couple of the Eldritch Knights who were circling you earlier, waiting with the check-in people,
Oh boy.
and they gesture for you to halt, and they're like, "You're bringing an orc when there's an agent of Grumsh trying to get the prince."
One orc is not going to make a difference. The Eldritch Knights are more than capable of containing
Aye.
any damage.
And
Think you can't protect the prince from one orc?
Well,
No!
yeah, that burn was pretty sick.
Thank you.
So you know, one of the you know, they're kind of like, oh, that was pretty good, and then one of them speaks up and it's like 2 orcs, and he gestures towards Zutar.
Half of him's on our side, and all
Let us
three
One
of
and a
his
half.
is on ours.
let us see your badges again.
So I'm gonna dismount my horse.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hand the reins off to whoever's next to me.
Yep.
Come.
I'm going to approach the Eldritch Knight that, you know, singled
Said
me
that.
out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, you know, pull out my badge. I'm gonna hand it to him, you know, for your inspection.
He looks at it, you know, he chuckles. He'll hand it back to you.
What's so funny?
They just let anyone be a paragon, I guess.
They let
Someone
At least
has
you
to
anyone.
couldn't
do-
hack it.
Someone has to do the dirty work that you elves are so unwilling to do. Is that not what your entire system is built on? Having everyone else?
So now, kind of at this
jobs.
point, they've gone from kind of, you know, a lax stance to a little bit of a more of a aggressive body language, you know, very telling of the elves. It's like, I'm sorry, we are born through royal blood. You're born through your mother getting fucked. And he'll just drop your badge on the ground.
You're about to get fucked too if you don't watch your language.
Fucking hail.
Yeah, I pick up my badge, you know, I tuck it back in and ask him, what is your name, sir?
Tyrell.
So I lean in very close and I tell him, I'll remember that, Sir Tyrell.
Hmm. I hear your
turn around.
Yeah. And he goes, and you as well, Zutar.
I turn around, get back on my horse.
You
and-
should remember that name. And I'll roll on with him.
So, you know, they're kind of looking at each other and they're talking, and because, you know, after he said his name Zutar, all of a sudden, you know, some Eldritch Knights became a bit more interested in the conversation.
Oh, fuck!
I mean, if they want to make a bone about it.
So,
Your name
you
has
know,
probably traveled at this point.
at this
I think.
point, this, you know, this was brought to one of the guard captain you were like talking to earlier, and he's kind of like, all right, I'm not gonna fuck with you guys. I don't think this is very smart, but where are you gonna keep this guy?
You have dungeon.
I mean,
Do we have dungeons in a vacation getaway?
Maybe you like to have
Some
fun.
guests must get out of line here and then, right?
Like a red room, maybe.
is there a
Correct.
guardhouse?
Do you have a fetish room?
Someone must have some manic.
They
I wouldn't worry.
prefer
Anyway,
or
I
metal.
wouldn't worry too much for too long here. I don't think he's going to be a prisoner for long.
Do you care if I accompany you? Just
By
for
all-
safety.
By
Of
all
course,
means.
we
By all
welcome you.
means.
I should actually probably give this dude a name, because he seems to be a recurring character.
Oh, it's this dude I talked to who is
Yeah.
kin in.
Uh-oh. Who we may have helped kill.
We didn't kill them.
No, we did not kill them.
They did just.
Talvin.
Oh, we got
Roll
a.
for mischief says Talvin.
Talbot's pretty good.
Talvin's the name of the prince.
Talvin? I thought it was.
Sorry, no, it's
It's Tan.
Tenlin. Yeah, sorry.
Tenlin.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a little
Okay.
Too close, too close.
yeah, too close. His name will be
Paul.
I thought the name of the prince was Taneth.
Hang on, let me check my notes.
Tanith?
Because I have written down Taneth
It could be.
way back.
I think I named my elves a bit too similarly in that. Yeah, and it is a little
and fuzzling.
confusing.
It's okay, they're
I have,
elves. There's only so many elf names.
I have Prince Valineth.
Valineth. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
only
but there's
prince I
like
have.
3 princes.
I don't know.
At least 4.
Yeah.
12 and a half princes.
They keep
Vandred.
repopulating
Da-da-da.
rabbits.
Who's the Ayla's?
What was she responding to?
being like a secret gay.
Yeah, it's Tanlin is the name of the prince. Sorry.
Hanlon, okay.
His name will be Vinali. That will be the guard captain's name.
Nolly, okay.
So Vinali will just bring him to, he'll guide him to some servant's quarters. He definitely does not want to bring him east.
Do we have a name for this guy, for the orc?
No.
No.
That's fine. We don't need a name.
He's not gonna be a recurring character, I don't think.
Oh, he's not going to be recurring beyond this hour, I don't think.
Let's at least just ask if the captain wants to do any interrogations or if the prince has any input. I mean, it is the prince's life on the line after all.
He says, do what you have to do, but I'm executing this guy the second. We have no idea what magic they're working with. This guy could literally be giving him the floor plans for this area for all we know.
Well,
Been
Trueside
trying to kill him.
No. Detect, who has detect magic?
Nobody.
That's not true.
Nobody wanna see us together.
But it don't matter, no. Cause
That
I
doesn't answer my
got
question at
you.
all.
I have
I
this.
don't.
I have to spell magic.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
That's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Remember that shit.
You do. You have to spell magic. How does that work? Is it for like a certain area or object? Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Just
So
fucking do it.
Yeah, if I can figure out who the person is, I can point him out to Zutar. Zutar can undo the.
No, use it on the orc. We brought him all this way. We have no idea if any spells are on him.
Oh yeah.
Huh, okay. I
That's
cast
step
Dispel
one.
magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I wave my hand, say a word, and cast Dispel magic on him.
On the orc. Yeah. Okay.
Anything happen?
So yeah, the captain knows what you're doing, and he's like, did you forget about the magical third eye he has? That possibly can't be dispelled because it's organic.
Fuck, that's right. They all had the third eye.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
pull an arrow out of the quiver and I stab it in the eye.
Oh my god, hell!
Hale
Yeah,
is
you
like
do
the most
that,
innocent,
and-
violent person. It's like you go
And-
from 0 to 10.
And he
I
screams.
don't stick it in his brain.
And at this point,
I
the
don't go
guard
that
captain
far.
is looking at all of you like a bunch of toddlers just figured out how to put a square, into the square slot.
When we've been trying to stick it in the circle this entire time, yeah, we deserve
Yeah.
that, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
Yikes.
forgot about the
Yeah.
eye. I forgot.
Guys,
I
we
needed.
just about.
If
we
I had known
just
about the
were, like,
eye.
had our lesson of having to think
So
things
now at this
through.
point, the guard
Take fucking
captain
notes.
brings out his greatsword and just decapitates him.
And I just gotta stand there, just like, aye, that was probably the right move.
He's like, Prince Valinith and King Analan obviously have great faith in you. But if you pull stupid shit like that again, I will cut all of your heads off.
Hale, now might be a good time to use that monocle of yours. Maybe we just make sure.
Yes.
But didn't you use it just twice?
No, she didn't use it again
yeah,
the second
I used
time.
it twice.
No, I thought
times.
I thought you used it back at the.
I used session and I used it this session. And
Oh.
it's been one day.
Oh, that's right. Son of a bingo.
But it three more uses in the morning. So I think I can just stand by as people come in, I guess.
I think at least one of
Here's
us
my
should be
idea.
standing with the prince on guard for the
Yeah.
next 24
do
hours at all times.
I think I should probably be present with the prince at all times for just 900 billion reasons.
Guess we should all be with the prince at all times.
Well,
We should
at some
not
point, some of
stray
us
too
need to
far.
rest. I think Hale should maybe get a sleep first.
Yeah, no offense, guys, but I might.
Hale and
Hale,
Yuri,
Yuri,
you
I
two
wanna too.
go back to the room, get some rest. The three of us will go to the prince and keep an eye on him for a bit of time.
And then I can just... I get most of my abilities back if I just take a short nap, so I can take longer shifts if needed.
Yeah, I am very low on spells.
If you can wait,
Me too.
If you can wait for them to rest, Zutar. I know it's a lot to ask, but just a short period of time, and then you can swap out. I think right now we're at a critical time, and we can't leave the prince alone.
I agreed.
Also-
Vinali first, gestures before he walks away. He says, "Clean up the trash you brought in first, please."
Is there a balcony?
Oh yeah, you can roll. If you look 15 feet over, you can just throw him off the edge.
Is there like a river down there? Maybe. Does the river run that way?
I don't want to poison the fish.
Fuck it, I don't care.
Fuck it.
You're gonna care when you don't have any fish to eat.
I'll use my athletics to
I don't
determine
give a
how
shit
far I
if
can
this-
throw him so
if
that
this
he lands in it appropriately.
If this elfin vacation home suddenly runs out of fish, fuck them.
The elves, but think of the fish and the bears. Fish.
19.
Gonna fuck the bears too?
I'll say you chuck him a good 10 feet, and it's almost kind of fun to watch because he kind of like spirals.
Did
But
he-
hang on, that was the body. Now what do you do with the head?
Can I punt the head?
Do you want to make an athletics check?
Yeah.
You twirl it
Be
by the
easier
hair.
check for you, honestly. The body was the heavier part.
18!
18. Ooh, it's good. It's good.
Go!
So y'all just fucked up, but somehow you guys just turn around.
I wish I had a
and turn it
soundbite
around.
for like a Vuvuzela right now. Just a
Yeah.
Yeah, I think football team. We've got Yuri as the quarterback. We've got Zutar and Thornton as the linebackers. Cleo's the kicker. Hale is
The cheerleader.
cheerleader. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So who's resting? Who's standing guard?
I would like to rest if possible.
I think I should take first guard because I have a spell slot where if
Well,
anything
don't
goes
forget the
wrong-
wedding's not for like another
I
few
know,
days.
but like still.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Lou's
not
already
we
on his
can't we
way.
can't rest until we figure out who's disguised potentially or
Who's
who's
the
behind this.
agent?
I mean, if
I would
If
like to
he's-
point out if anything does go wrong, if I'm there, I can just touch the prince, cast fly on him, and say, "Get the fuck out!" while we fight this dude.
Who you?
New. So
he just like
that is
flies
a
directly up into
potential
the ceiling, he's like,
strategy.
"How do I operate this?"
It flies into the ceiling fan.
oh no!
Chop.
Oh shit! Time to defect to a Grizia. Damn.
Oh gosh.
Technically, a Grizia would have the technology to have a ceiling fan.
Right.
I mean,
Do they
you're
have
not
any
wrong.
imported Ogrizian technology such as ceiling fans?
Oh no, definitely not. Not here.
All right.
All right. So who's heading to the prince now, or are you all taking a rest?
As far as I was planning it, it would be Thoradin, Zutar, and Cleo heading to the prince. Well,
Yeah.
Yuri and Hale sleep off their injuries and spell slots.
Yeah.
All right.
And manacles.
Use.
So yeah, at this point, you go to the lodging kind of area.
Oh, we should update the captain on everything that we learned. I know he kind of hates us right now, but
We don't know if the captain is who the captain says he is yet.
true.
That's why Hale is taking first rest, because she can execute her monocle. And
Look at him
You-
before I go.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
was it
so we can know
within
if
the
we can
10-minute
trust him.
span though? No, I doubt it.
Do it
No,
again a
she
third
could do it.
time. It was just the last time I had
A third time, I thought. Wait, I thought you could only do it twice.
You
three
can do it
times.
3 times a day.
Okay,
I've
well then
done
yeah,
it
execute
twice.
it, and
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's totally an elf.
Okay.
all right,
Okay,
okay. Now we
good.
can tell him.
So I have a chance to say this. 5 crewmates, 1 imposter remains.
Oh my god.
Oh. Is it one of us?
Hope
Who knows?
not.
One of
Who
us could be
knows?
a plant.
Who knows? I didn't message one of you. Did any of you get separated at any point in time?
Does any of us have a third eye, Hale?
Oh, I'll look at everybody
How's the party looking?
just to double check.
Yeah, everyone's good.
Okay, good.
But nobody can look at you, Hale.
Yeah, but okay.
Did
Well,
she-
I'll
Vote Hale. Vote Hale. Very
over the
sus.
monocle right quick.
So sus.
I'll hand the monocle over, and then it has to be a
No. We
Yeah.
can't. We can't do that. We trust you, Hale.
yeah.
I'm just gonna grab Hale, pull her aside. I'm gonna be like, "See anything when you looked at me with?" And I kind of tug my glove a little bit. I don't pull it off, but
Yeah.
what do you see when you look at the glowing blue finger that I have at the moment?
What's
The ET finger that I have.
So you really don't see anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, she has a blue finger. Maybe she was too cold at one point.
You have a blue finger, and everything else is totally normal.
Right.
Also, just at one point too, like feeling the weather of the night, it's definitely starting to feel like summer. You know, it's that
Oh.
nice kind of
I miss that feeling right now.
summer air that you just.
My whole family's in Florida, and they keep like texting me about it. I'm like, shut up.
I would have if this was not COVID, I probably would have been in Florida the past 2 weeks, to a week, give or take.
God, I wish.
Fuck Florida. The only time I've ever been to Florida in July, and it sucks shit.
Ooh,
July.
Yeah,
So I
that is
know.
not a great time to be in Florida.
Yeah.
If we
Yeah,
ever make
well, I
it
was at
big,
church
guys,
camp,
I'm
so, like,
taking
what
us
do you-
all to Aruba.
Thank you.
Yes.
Aruba.
Aruba.
I want
We
to go
should
to
go on a
Helsinki.
tropical. We should go on a
Take
tropical
a-
vacation together, you guys. That would be fun.
take it.
You have any idea how little of the beach we would see because we'd be playing D&D in the room the
I
whole
know,
time.
right?
Right, in all reality.
Actually, honestly, we'd probably play like one session and then we just get drunk off our asses on the beach and pass out
Yep.
out there.
Take it.
Hell yeah.
Or try to
Hey,
find a
let's
way to play D&D on the beach.
Wanna
Hmm.
go.
What is
Oh my
this?
god, we can draw a grid in the sand,
Ah!
and we can use
Yes.
Miniatures just gonna be
Yes.
rocks or
Oh
shells.
my god, we can be our own minis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we just draw 5-foot grids, and I'm like, you guys have to fight each other, but you can't leave
Oh,
your
no.
square. You can't leave your square though.
That'd be a fun beach game.
It would be.
Yeah.
All right, so
Future
Let's
planning.
do the beach.
yeah, let's move on.
Look
So-
at it.
So yeah, you three head to
Should we also update the prince on like what we found? Update the captain and stuff.
I would say yes.
all
I
right,
will
so-
say, where did the captain like left, right?
yeah, he left, but he wouldn't be hard to track down if you wanted to find him again.
All right. Cleo, you go update the captain, and we'll head to the prince. Meet up with us there.
All right, we'll do.
Good old fashioned splitting the party.
I'll trot up to the captain and do our little salute.
All right, Cleo, can you make me a perception check, please?
14.
Okay. So you managed to find the captain. You kind of just track the way he went, and you find him. So what would you like to say to him? So yeah, he sees you approach, and he kind of like rolls his eyes, and he gives you full attention though.
All right.
One of the few people that we've made a bad impression on.
Only two. Yes. I would like to apologize formally for our previous egregious oversight.
Yes, you might have given the enemy a huge advantage.
Yes.
About
well,
that,
hopefully,
the enemy might already be here.
I would like to update you on everything
shut up.
that we discovered. Hopefully, to level the playing field a bit. And then
So
I will just tell him everything we know about the assassin.
So he says, well, it's good that you told us because we can now just start checking all the guests through magical means. We can double check, make sure. So we'll do that for sure. However, now I wonder if the enemy might know. They might have retreated already.
Well, then that might not be a bad thing. It's not the optimal scenario, but it's far from the worst case.
Sure. I was going to call you all to a meeting tomorrow to decide what we're going to do. We need to run theoreticals about if we need to get into the mind of this enemy, I think. If we were to attack, what would we do?
Of course. Please just send word and we will make ourselves available.
I'll find you all in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, throwing that yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So he'll go back to talking to some other guards, and obviously you can hear him relaying the message. He did that. So, yeah, and I guess because the four of you are all kind of going in the same direction. What is it? The word I'm looking for. I guess the more lodging area is definitely starting to get crowded now.
The guest
for sure,
quarters.
as people are, yeah, the guest quarters as they're starting to check in. So you guys kind of have to like wiggle
Shoulder
your way
people.
through. Kind of, yeah. And yeah, your rooms are all near each other. So.
Well, I mean, I'm not heading towards my room. I'm heading
No,
You're
towards
heading towards the
Prince's.
prince, which is he's probably in his room.
Yeah, which
Can
I
Halo
would
and
expect
I-
you. I thought he had like his own like private. Oh no, well.
No, your rooms are like right next to his.
Yeah.
That's true. And
We are
it's,
guests of honor,
it's
and
on,
we
well, it's
really
on that
fucked that
special
up.
floor, or I thought it was a special floor, but I guess there's more people here.
Yeah.
Gotta have like mother of the bride, or parents of the bride and groom, and you know, direct family. I'm sure they're all up there, right?
Can Halo
Has
and
the
I take a
king?
long
Is the
rest?
king coming?
Yes.
Is the king
The
here?
king, the king is not coming.
Oh, what a bitch!
It's rude.
It's the fourth son. Who gives a fuck?
Son is a
No.
son.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about the?
All right, king is not coming. Any of
Plus,
the other
also, if the agent is gonna be here,
fair,
Yeah, they don't want to.
fair.
Well, who's gonna go after this king? He's still popping out kids.
Maybe king is a king.
I mean, is he popping out kids?
It's good to be the king.
you don't know that.
Do you know that?
He's popping
Do you
out
know
kids,
that?
but not
I
on the
mean,
books.
Half elves seem to be a bit more common than you might think.
Hi, I'm the fourth son.
Hey, I'm a
What's
fifth
up with
son,
his-
so
I don't remember what happened to his wife. Still around?
no, his wife's dead.
Okay.
So it's just half elves all the way.
Which
He
is
should be
crazy.
fucking up.
Anyway,
True.
Well, we don't know. Maybe
so
he gets pegged.
I think we're drilling into territory that Rob hasn't planned for and is not relevant. So
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rob, tell us, does the king get pegged?
tell me,
Does the king get pegged?
is his fourth and fifth cousins present?
Well, these are questions you didn't roll perception on. They could be relevant,
Okay.
actually. You never know. You never know what odd trivia I have for my characters.
Or what you can just improv in the moment to
Mm-hmm.
make relevant for future sessions.
Correct. Correct.
We've been in this DM boat before. We know how things work.
All right, so I guess the two of you, so Zutar and Thordan, you,
And eventually
to-
Cleo.
yep. But you guys get there first, so
Sure.
you see the guards kind of. They see you approach, and they don't get defensive, but they're like, "Oh, are you seeking an audience with the prince?"
Aye, we are.
He's a little indisposed right now.
Unfortunately, it's the utmost importance. Is there any way you can peek your head in there and just let him know that we're here and his safety is on the line?
So they kind of like the two guards look at each other awkwardly, and they're like, "Is there a chance you can come back in 20 minutes?"
That's
Who's the
fine.
prince seeing right now?
Is that any of your business?
No, not necessarily, but
I
it
put
could
my
be
hand-
a
I
matter
put-
of safety for him.
Okay, what do you do, Zutar?
Hold on.
If you don't have anything in mind.
Hold on.
Brett's rolling to see how impulsive he is.
Oh, gosh.
Not impulsive. So I put my hand on Thornton's shoulder, but like, we can come back in 20 minutes.
I
But
I disagree.
I point at the guards. I'm like, you hear anything other than sounds of joy and pleasure coming from in there? Kick in the door, and you kill anything that's not an elf.
That includes
So
silence.
it's a very subtle, but you see them almost kind of like acknowledge, like, okay, you get it.
I mean, I got it. I don't trust the situation. Because the person
All right.
he's with could be
So yeah, Hale and Yuri, you get a long rest benefit. So at this point, Cleo will meet up with you guys.
You know what? He says come back in 20 minutes, but I'm not gonna leave. I'll be like, I'll stand guard with you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep an ear.
Yeah. So, guards actually make small talk with you. They're like, that's a nice hammer you got there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's called
Do you mind if I take a look?
Sure. Here you go.
Yeah. So, looks at it. It's like, it's expert craftsmanship. This is your people were always very much a rival to ours as far as weapon making. So, he'll hand it to you, almost like he's like handling like a child. Like
A
a
shame.
newborn child.
Could have been great allies if he had come to our aid when we needed it.
So yeah, you just kind of sucked the wind out of the room. So what's Zutar doing then?
Zutar's just like observing this conversation, trying to hide a smirk, like, oh, making him uncomfortable.
It's kind of like a low blow, but like very casual, not like, and I'm just like, I've moved on from the conversation after saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you're not starting shit. You're just like,
Just saying, could have been something great, but you over here
y'all
being
are
a
bunch
bitch.
of cunts, but
All right.
Could have been Bay.
At this point, Cleo has joined up, and they just see Zutar and Thornton just kind of standing there, and the two guards look really awkward.
Winterthorn. I have to like write that. I keep forgetting the name.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So yeah, Cleo's there, and at one point you hear the door open up, and you see a young-looking, red-haired, freckled wood elf woman leave the room, and she kind of makes eye contact with all of you, and then kind of heads to a room down the hallway.
Do we see which room she goes into?
Yep.
Zutar watches her go.
Mm-hmm.
Hates to see her leave, but loves to watch her go.
Does she
So-
look like anyone we recognize?
No.
No. Is it just the three of us right now?
Yes, and the two guards. And
Alright.
the guard kind of, they see her leave, and they're like, you can see the prince now.
I'm going to. I'll look to Zutar and Cleo. Be like, you two head in. I'll got something I need to check out. And
Okay.
I'll let them go in, and I'll just kind of head
Don't
in the
do
direction
anything
of the room that lady left to.
Okay.
I'll just sort of like, don't do anything stupid, Thornton.
Don't need to tell me that, Cleo. And I just, at this point, we're past it, so I give you like a little smirk. I'm not really upset. I'm just giving you shit.
I only remind you because I know full well the pain of.
Of course. You only learn through experience, right?
Exactly.
So
Anyway.
Zutar and Cleo walk into the prince's room, and you definitely see he has like a night robe on kind of thing. You can tell he's not wearing anything under it for reasons.
Getting married, going through his last little.
Last hurrahs.
So, he's like shocked. He's like, oh, I wasn't expect. So, he's kind of aware. He's like, one sec. So he'll quickly go behind, his changing area, but you can still like talk to him and stuff. It's like one of those, what are they called? They're almost kind of like the folding kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the
Yeah.
name is. If
I
anyone
think
has.
they're folding screen.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a folding
it's a
screen.
That's what it is, a
Screen.
folding screen. Yeah.
And he's changing behind. He's like, so I'm
Room
assuming
divider.
there's a reason you are here.
My prince, one question for you.
And you will get one
The-
answer.
I want
The
multiple answers.
the damsel that just left your room, did she make you drink anything?
Just some wine. Why?
And this wine came from.
My bottle over there. It was from my personal collection.
All right, just being sure.
We have reason to believe that the agent who is coming to after you may already be arrived.
Or on their way.
Or on their
So
way.
he kind of like pokes his head out from the screen. He's like, "What? All right." So at this point, he's got something more complete. Oh, what is it?
I'm gonna go over to the wine bottle and I'm just gonna, make a investigation check.
Okay.
Or no,
It would be perception because it's based on smell.
okay.
That's how you remembered it.
Oh shit. Natural 20.
So you pick up the wine bottle, you smell it, and the only thing you can think to yourself is, "Damn, I missed it."
Damn, I missed it.
Yeah, because it was such tasty wine.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. I missed what? What happened? Is it orc? Does it smell like poo?
It just melted fudgicle. What is this?
Oh my god. Yeah, well Zutar's investigating the wine. Cleo has been well practiced at explaining everything as she explained to the party and the captain, so she's gonna give the prince the spark notes.
Okay, so he goes, "It's interesting, and I'm guessing you're worried that my wife-to-be is one of them."
We're just
Or-
worried that they have the capability of disguising themselves, so
Well, how do I know it's not one of you?
well,
You can have
Already
your
checked.
Yeah,
we've
but
checked ourselves thoroughly.
Yeah, but,
we
like-
can also you
You
can
can al-
also allow your guards to examine us.
All right. Well, that's a lot of information. I know Captain Vinali was going to call a meeting with you all tomorrow to set up defenses and parameters and all that.
Yes, of course.
So, is there anything else you need?
Is there anything you are concerned about yourself
Yes.
that we could do to help make you more comfortable?
Yes, I'm concerned
you
about
pull
you
out?
talking about what you saw.
2.
Anyone?
Paragons can be discreet.
Best you keep that.
Thus far, only you and the captain have been made aware.
No, I'm not talking about that.
the lady that left his room.
What did we see?
Oh,
idea
good
what
answer.
you're speaking. No idea what you're speaking of, my prince.
I don't care what Vinali says. You guys are all right.
Anyway, we will let you get back to thinking about more pleasant matters. Thank you for
Alright.
your time. And I will do a little bow.
Bow.
He'll nod. And all right, so we'll go to Thoradin now. Meanwhile, Hale and Yuri are just enjoying hot tub.
They're just soaking, like, kind of like, looking at all my new scars.
Another fun fact: if I was
She
in
has a
Florida
scar that
these past
resembles-
2 weeks, there would have been.
They're
a
like,
hot
this is,
tub.
y'all, you guys want to see my scars?
You have a bard playing on his lute if you like pina coladas.
Pina colada.
Or like
Walking
cheeseburger in
lost
paradise.
in the rain.
You know, the fact that there hasn't... honestly, I feel like a good name for a joke bard character is Jimmy Buffett, but like Buffit, because they buff people.
Buff
Oh,
it.
nice.
Oh.
That's a great name.
Wow.
So yeah, Thoradin. So you head to the door where you saw the woman go through.
Yep. I start by just taking a listening to the door.
Okay.
I imagine that's
Make perception?
Yep. Okay. 9.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
Knock on the door.
09.
All right. So the woman you saw who goes, she answered it. She's again kind of in her own night robe, and she's got a glass of wine in hand. And she goes, Hello?
Hello, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. Need to do a security check of your room.
I was not informed of this.
Show her my Paragon badge.
Paragon's here.
Aye.
So she kind of like looks over to the guards.
It's not uncommon to have Paragons at large events of royalty.
So she's just like, oh, I'm too tired for this, so she'll just let you through.
Okay. I am gonna check the room.
All right, make investigation.
I'm looking for anything out of place, and I'm going through a lot. I'm opening the wardrobe, looking under the bed, checking dresser drawers, windows, doors, all of it. Anything for signs of, out of place or foul play.
Okay.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Come on. 12.
So yeah, you're kind of going through, and you're a bit clumsy, and she's getting anxious watching you, and she's like, no, you don't have to. No, please. And you kind of like look through. You seem satisfied.
All right, sorry to disturb you, ma'am. Just doing my job.
And you notice that the glass of wine you had is now empty. But within the 5 minutes you were there searching her room.
Sounds a lot like someone I know.
All right, so the three of you rendezvous.
Yep.
Rendezvous.
Do we know the name of this bride?
Nobody's asked yet, or you probably know. Her name is Princess Ailery.
Princess.
No, I hit the wrong button. Check out Winterthorn.
Aelire.
What do we know about her? Is she like similar, like fourth kid of the Wood Elf Sovereign?
She's like a second tier firstborn.
Okay.
She a hottie bitch.
So she's not like royalty, but she's like nobility, a firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, the three of you get back together.
All right. So we need to maintain a post here with the prince. Did you talk to him about that at all?
No, but we sort of just assumed, we assured him that everything would be taken care of.
Aye, but I'll huddle with you aside from the Eldritch guards there. Can't be trusting these types to get the job done, if you know what I mean.
I think he trusts us to do the job.
He trusts us, yes, but I don't trust these knights. They're all shitheads.
Very true. I don't think they'll mind the extra security or...
They're all a wee bit cunty.
Thornton, you have such a way with words. And I mean this is a sincere compliment.
Write that down, Kai.
Okay.
I think maybe we should let him know that we will compliment his own personal guard at all times.
Sounds good.
You do as you wish, although I think we should have someone stationed in the room if he has a balcony in there, perhaps, and the rest of us should maybe be outside with the guards.
Who do you think he would be most comfortable with on the balcony? Does he have a balcony?
I look back to that well, no, I don't know. How does Cleo identify exactly? I don't think I've ever established this.
Gay, but she's a woman.
I hate to say this, Cleo, but I look back to I look back to that past room. I think he identifies with a female accompaniment more than a dwarf or a half orc.
So you want me to put on the charms then?
Not necessarily.
should
I just
go-
think
you
he'd be
should
more
wait and
comfortable
get-
with you in there.
Hale and Yuri in on this.
Well, working on what we have here.
I can turn on the feminine wiles.
Can you?
I am very charismatic.
Are you?
I'd like to see this happen.
I would like to see this happen as
I,
well.
the player, wants
Maybe we
to
get
see
2
this
people in
happen.
that room. No.
Oh my gosh. Well, perhaps we could, perhaps once Hale returns, she could be present with the prince as an entertainer.
Aye.
that-
But in the
that-
interim, I think maybe you should get in there.
But Hale is singing "If You Like Pina Coladas" to Yuri in the bathtub.
If you like being... Oh yeah, they're going off.
We can kind of like hear it
Lost in the
faintly.
rain. If you like making love at midnight.
All right. Well, we did just leave, so I don't know if he wants to be disturbed again.
I'll knock. He hasn't seen me yet.
It's very true. Do you want to bring up the ideas of? I just feel awkward going in there since we already left and then came back.
I'll go in. I'll speak to him. Tell him the plan, and then I'll motion for you to come in. If he says no, you come in anyway.
Sounds good.
We're gonna strong arm this situation. I got a little bit of
Okay.
dry mouth right now. It's hard to do the. All right, so I'll knock on the door.
All right, so the guards, they're like, oh, but you just kind of knock,
I know.
and the, takes a couple minutes. You probably knock again at one point, and the prince, he's like, oh, it's you.
Hi, hello, Prince. It's been a day or so.
Has it? It feels like it's been much longer.
I'm sure. Just a moment of your time for your safety. At your father's request, I just have a couple things to talk to you about.
Yes.
Not
All right,
gonna
would
take
you
up
like
too
to
much
come in?
time. Oh, thank you.
Would you like a drink?
Please.
Do you like wine? Because that's kind of all I got.
Not a problem. And I just pull out my mug from the bag here and fill, and it fills up.
He's like, it's a nice party trick.
Hi, we'll call it the party trick. I'll have a drink with you. We'll have a little chat and be done with our evening. How's that sound?
He says, all right. So he'll pour himself a glass.
So, yeah, we're obviously in the room at this point. We'll have a sit down. So, Prince, I imagine the other Paragons have spoken to you about what's going on, yeah?
Yes.
I think it's probably very important that we accompany or complement your current guard at all times.
Sure, yeah. Whatever you think is appropriate.
Hi. And with your interests in mind, I think we'll have Cleo here with you. Yeah, is there a balcony or anything like that?
Yep. So actually, here's an interesting thing as you're investigating is there are a lot of windows in this room. And if this person can climb from underneath.
Right. That's kind of the whole thing I'm getting at here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would be good to have someone watching this balcony and your various windows here from the inside. As useful as your guards are out there, if somebody were to scale these walls, you'd be in a tight spot.
So, he inhales trying to think of an argument, and then he exhales like, I'm too tired, whatever, I'll allow it.
I
he
know
says, "Sure,
I know
send-
it's
send-
a huge inconvenience for you, and I deeply apologize, but it's if you want your wedding to go smoothly, if you do not want to have a smelly orc's face in your face, then it's for the best. And Cleo's not bad looking.
She's the one that's kind of horse-faced, right?
Well, would you rather have me in here or the half orc?
I mean, he's not wrong.
He just shrugs and he's like, all right, you can send her in, but I'm going to bed.
Fair enough. She'll
Thank
be as
God, I don't
quiet
have
as
to
a mouse, I'm
entertain him.
sure.
Whew.
And this will happen.
All right. Meanwhile, I'm out in the hallway with Zutard, like, how smooth? How do you be smooth? How do you entertain? Be good
Don't
at this stuff.
entertain. He's going to bed. Just keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on the windows and the balcony. That's your first priority.
No,
all
this
right?
is what's happening while you're having the conversation.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Dude,
So you
Cleo,
think you're
we're
having to go in there to
We're on
actually?
we're on different sides of that equation. Like,
I feel like it's translatable though.
well,
The principles are the same, right?
yes, you gotta, just explore, with fingers and lips and figure out what.
Not not like that. I mean like a personal connection. Or at least not.
You don't need a personal connection with them. That's just.
I like how Breton Cannon's drinking like the equivalent of apple brandy, kind of.
It's sort of-
What are you drinking?
Every time he's drinking, I picture Zutar just swinging.
He's
do you
got
have?
a whole body. He's like,
What is that? Like a
Anyway.
cider? What is
oh
that?
yeah, you gotta take it easy on the. Never mind.
After learning way too much about sex from Zutar, I will walk with you.
He's like, well, when you have, a 15-inch uppercutter, like. So yeah, Thoradin, you come out to them.
Yeah. All right.
Thoradin's
Cleo,
gay?
You're gay?
I really like dick. No.
This is
Um,
immediately what 3 of us went to.
Just so.
3 of us are gay, that's why.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So after seeing Zutar's thing at the hot springs, I gotta say, I've had a revelation. No.
What is it? Zutar's massive dog!
No. Just kidding. Although he was mildly curious.
Zutar's dong is like as long as Thoradin's torso.
I know, like a hamster eating a banana.
Zutar's dong could wrap around Thoradin like a belt.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like
He
one
must
of those
pass out.
toddler belts.
Is it prehensile?
Oh, have you heard
Can
about that
it
day?
slither?
Anyway,
You-
I thought we were rated G.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that was never true.
Yeah, that was never true.
So, yeah. So, Cleo, he's going to bed, so you don't have to do much. Just keep an eye on the windows and the balcony, and make sure he's safe. We'll be out here. If you see anything at all, just make the loudest freaking noise you can.
All right. I will sneak in, not like trying to be unobtrusive.
You don't need to sneak. He's not asleep yet. He knows you're coming in.
Well, I know, but I'm going to try and be unobtrusive while I'm in there. Anyway,
All right, just like,
I will knock and then enter.
be his bedside table or some shit. Just like stand next to him while he sleeps. Just like.
All right. So how are we all feeling? Because I know around the 10 o'clock mark, people start to fade a bit.
2 hours in, that's not too bad.
How are we all feeling?
I could use a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break?
Yeah, if we could.
10-minute break. We'll do the meeting and then we'll see how we feel.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
10 minutes.
I'm sure.
Ooh, guys,
Hey
look at our
everyone, we're back.
wonderful new pink drink.
Ooh.
Is it penis colada?
Mine,
No, it's margarita. It's pink
Oh.
lemonade margarita.
Oh my. I can have
All
some
right.
fun drinks. You guys are like
Yeah.
in the Florida mindset now that we've been
I
talking
have a
about it.
feeling.
All right. So, I guess make some perception checks, Cleo.
Should we make any?
No. Well, I'm guessing you guys aren't.
We're outside
to
with the
bed.
guards.
Oh, you're outside with the guards? Then no.
Mine too.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Roll me some perception. Let's
I-
see if we see anything.
With a
Perception? Can
Never.
I
That's a solid
search around the room and like see how easy it would be to climb up? Like obviously the balcony's a pretty obvious one.
Mhm.
Is it easy to like sneak up without seeing? Or do you just want the straight perception check?
That would be more.
I would rather do investigation.
Okay, I'll give that to you because you're so specific. I'll allow you to do it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking like, are there handholds? How easy is it to climb? Are there like blind spots and stuff? I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, this is. I don't know if anyone can climb this. Maybe. It's also very dark too. Well, you have your true dark vision, right?
I have insane dark vision.
Yeah.
And also, I have a fun thing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, this actually might be really fun for later. How long does it last? I'll pull that out later, but I do have a fun activity.
Okay. Yeah, it's you're tired at this point, like you're trying to stay awake too. In fact, you're gonna take a level of exhaustion.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're staying up all night.
Okay, fair enough.
So please look that up.
So look it up, bitch!
Look it up.
Disadvantage on ability checks, I believe, at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get to like 5 or 6 or you just die, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
6, you die outright. Which we won't get there because you're going to take a rest after this, basically. Assuming shit doesn't go south.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, but Thor didn't. Oh, yeah, then actually all 3 of you would take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, I imagine that. Afterwards?
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. I put in chat that from the hallway I rolled and I got a nat 20 on my perception. So I don't know.
Yeah, at some point in time, there's a guard switch, and they're like, "Oh, thank God, I don't want to be near the dwarf."
Why do I hate the dwarf?
Because I said some shit earlier.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, some new guards come in, and they make some small talk. I don't know if you want to ask them any questions or anything. You also see them; they cast some sort of spell or something like that when they're near you.
I see
They
words
seem
cutting around.
satisfied. Yes, can't be too careful.
Aye, by all means.
So, all right, I guess Hale and Yuri get a long rest, and everyone else takes a level of exhaustion.
Here, I'm doing.
Hold
let me just.
Can't I go to bed?
Soon,
Oh, yeah, you can go to bed if you want.
as soon as Hale and Yuri get here.
Well, they're taking a long rest.
Yeah, so you guys are taking a level of exhaustion. Plus, the guard captain wanted a meeting with you in the morning.
That's okay.
Oh shit, you're right. Okay.
All right, I'm going to immediately go take a. What can I get away with, long or short?
You can get away with short, probably.
I put the levels in the chat just so people have them.
I'm going to maintain my watch right now.
Okay.
I'll sleep last if I have to. Right now it's just disadvantage on ability checks, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Now, by taking a short rest, I avoid the level of exhaustion, or
You have it at this point, I think. Right? We did our perception.
Well, so hang on. Let me go through, because right now, as it stood, you two were gonna stand guard. I actually don't remember Zutar agreeing to that.
yeah, I never did.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no. If he wants to, if he feels like,
All right.
so like
having
I'm
the
standing
majority of
one.
the party having disadvantage on checks can be
Is
pretty
So
brutal.
the way I'm seeing this is I'm standing watch outside and Zutar's yawning, and I'm basically I'll just be like, go get some rest. I think we're good.
All right. Well, don't let the castle fall and while I'm asleep.
Well, it might.
The
Joking
guards over here
laugh.
that like, what the fuck, man? Can't these guys take anything seriously?
Oh, it's serious. It's this is all calculated. I want them on high alert, and saying shit like that will keep them on high alert, especially when a paragon says it.
It's like, oh man, look out for the dildo armed orc coming in. He comes from underneath for extra puncture wounds.
I mean, when it happens, I can say "told you so."
All right, so yeah, nothing happens for the rest of the night. So the 3 of you get long rest. Cleo and Thoradin take a level of exhaustion. So yeah, Zutar, you get the benefits of long rest.
Dar.
So at some point in time, the guard captain, walks over to the prince's door.
I will say this. I'm just reading up on exhaustion. We have to finish a long rest to reduce the.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So short rest won't do anything.
So the guard captain will gesture to the other Eldritch Knights and be like, "Wake up the other Paragons. We're gonna have our meeting now."
I yawn a bit and I say, "All right, let's get this going."
All right. So
Morning now.
Yep.
Man, this is really like. I've been through this kind of situation where I've had like a full day, stayed up all night, and then been like, all right, I gotta go do something now. Like I gotta go to work, even though I stayed up all night. So I know this feeling. I know this feeling of exhaustion.
Yeah, I've had 24-hour awake shifts, so I feel you. I feel you.
Cleo's got the major dark circles going on.
Nah, not there yet. Right now, like I feel like I'm probably maybe getting a second wind. Especially if there's going to be any kind of like bagels or anything at this meeting.
Also, too, probably with the guard captain came like
coffee.
Know a whole mini buffet of just foods and
perfect. Coffee is my first go-to. After that, I stay away from the heavy foods. I'll probably for the first time you'll probably see Thoradin eating some like fruit or light vegetables or something like that. Because it's not heavy. Heavy food's tiring.
We don't have coffee here. Coffee is a Augrisian drink. We
have tea? Black tea?
Yes.
I'll take that.
Clear's like Thoradin. Give me carbs. Carbs, please.
So yeah, the rest of you are gathered. You walk into the room. There's a buffet, basically of food. The prince takes this unusual kind of like tube from a carton and he puts it in his mouth. And he casts a spell in his fingers and he inhales and he exhales. He's like, would you like one of these things? They call them cigarettes. They're an Augrisian creation, if any of you smoke.
I'll give it a go.
Zutar is kind of like, I'll stick with the pipe.
So,
Thoradin will definitely grab one.
All right, so yeah, you smoke your first cigarette.
How does it go?
I imagine a cigarette's basically like drinking water after smoking a pipe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely gone a lot quicker than others who have known how to smoke one before.
Right.
So like,
I don't know.
Thoradin would be more of like a like Zutar with a pipe or maybe even a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Cigarette, he's just like 5 drags and the thing's gone. He's like, maybe a little bit thicker next time.
Oh, they're made to be thin on purpose.
Why?
Why?
Humans.
All right. I mean, not terrible. Good in a pinch, I guess.
So, yeah, the guard captain, he lays out a map kind of the entire Remy Durai kind of layout. Mm-hmm. He says, all right, so he looks at all of you and he says, so what exactly do we know about this agent again? Let's go over from ground zero.
We know they have some kind of magical abilities to climb, turn invisible, change their form.
Oh, is Cleo here?
Yes.
Everyone's here.
Yep.
I'm just gonna look over to Cleo and just kind of.
Or you mean Hale?
Sorry, Hale. Sorry, Hale should be here, right?
I'll turn on my monocle and have a look at everyone.
Okay, everyone's good.
Okay, cool.
All right, so what? Who here specializes in illusion magic? What do we actually know as far as illusion magic and what is capable of?
I looked at Hale.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
She's a bard, but wow, that's funny. She's a bard. I forget that.
Herself. So, that's it's shape changing. Well,
I have conjuration.
Let's see.
Also, do we know what kind of illusion magic we're talking about? Are we talking about druid shape-shifting? Are we talking about wizard illusion magic? There's so many kinds. I mean, this person could literally be a bird outside right now.
As far as I know, we don't know exactly. Your guard captain killed the prisoner before we could really get any more information, although he had a right to do so.
Yes, they possibly brought an eye into...
Do we really know what those eyes do?
Like, they started talking and then there was a echo.
There was an echo for that one for some reason.
Sorry.
No, it was a good echo. It was like in a, I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It was almost like Yuri was tripping.
Yuri is tripping
Yeah.
at all times.
What is going on?
I'm so sorry. Here, I'll mute myself.
I don't think it's you.
It is because
Yeah.
she switched her headphones, so the input's going into something else. For Zoom, if you mute yourself and you press spacebar, it's like a push to talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'll just stay and push to talk
That was
because I
kinda
literally
cool,
could
though.
not handle another second wearing those damn headphones because they suck so hard.
That's fine.
All right. So, is it safe to say that we're probably not going to be able to see through an illusion? It's physically impossible, considering we don't know what source of magic the individial is.
Well, if
drawing
it's an
from.
illusion of any sort,
Likely not.
Hale here can see through it.
I have a device me to see through certain illusion magics, and I should be able to pierce through anything that we find.
Well, does it work all the time?
Unfortunately,
Not
no.
24/7. No.
We have to be very careful about how we do this. She can use it a few times a day for about 10 minutes at a
day?
time.
Yes.
So you're saying we have to be flawless within a half an hour window to see every single person and animal in the area?
Aye.
Well, I also have an item that might be able to help a little bit. I kind of like pull out my medallion. I can't see through illusions with this, but I can discern true thoughts from the individual.
One individual.
Well, as many as I'm in a room with, actually.
Could be useful.
It has 3 charges. Let's see. For 1 minute, I can read the thoughts of certain creatures. It doesn't within 30 feet of me.
Might not be too noisy. Can you pinpoint the user or the individual of a thought?
I think so. If I want to probe deeper, they have to make some saving throws, but it says I can use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures I can't see as well. I can search for thoughts within 30 feet of me. It can penetrate barriers. As long as they, have thoughts, I can check.
Well, we could use that.
It's not quite as good as Hale's monocle, but it might be able to help.
So
Also, we could be, if your guards have the ability to scan anyone who's currently casting spells or detecting any source of magic that could narrow down.
About that, what is the level of spell? What is the level of detection that your knights are capable of?
well, they can dispel magic and they can detect it. However, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not an expert on it. That doesn't work on druid magic.
Does it? Does it?
Can I
like
roll to know if it does?
Well, let's actually look at the rule.
Okay.
Or if anyone in chat knows.
Oh, I think our D&D experts have left.
Yeah, because I got apparently our sister streams also stream Saturday nights now, or
Yeah.
Friday nights now. Apparently.
Unfortunately, they found that we did well.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
My Thursdays are open for the foreseeable future.
Is it called shape change? Oh no, shape change is a spell. It's wild shape.
Yeah. My druid from the other campaign. Silvar Bissalor.
Bissalor.
Silvar Bissalor. And now we wait.
And now we wait.
Wait.
So, based on kind of what I'm seeing, I don't interpret. You can actually see through that with a detect magic. You can see it through whistling like Hale's thing, but not through like a detect magic spell or anything like that, because it's like a class feature versus an actual spell.
So here's the thing, wild shape. It is magic.
Okay.
What is the limitation on that?
Let's see. This is actually a good question. This has never come up before.
What's the description of detect magic or whatever you're trying to
For
use
the
here?
duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura of any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
So it would work. It would
Yep.
work. On wild shape, it would absolutely 100% would work on a druid. As an action, you can magically assume the shape of a beast. Boom. Right
Yep.
there.
There you go. That's a good question actually answered. And I
So
hope
it would work.
everyone in
It would
chat
work
learned
on
something
druids.
today.
If there was somebody shaped as a squirrel, it would work.
Okay.
But they would have to also consciously be like, I'm gonna check that squirrel.
Yep. Yep. So
Which they may not
you
think
know,
to do.
Vinali, you know,
So you could still be.
He seems satisfied with that. He's like, unfortunately, we're not going to have enough to cover every single inch of ground here. We're going to have to focus our resources.
Aye.
So with that said, I guess we should go into a bit of a role play here. If you were to attack, where would you come from?
Well, first of all, I've already taken some measures to protect the prince when he's in his room alone from the windows in his balcony. I think he needs protection, obviously 24/7, and not outside the room necessarily, but physically in sight. Because in this resort that you have here, an attack could come from anywhere. It could come from a balcony, could come from the trees, could come from someone coming to shake his hand. It's a very difficult situation, given our enemy's abilities.
But knowing what we do know about them, they do correct me if I'm wrong, Rob.
Hit spacebar.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I've been trying to talk for like 2 minutes now.
No,
Anyway.
we can hear you. We can hear you. It's just very distant.
Oh, sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, but what we know about this assassin is they tend to strike the night before the wedding occurs.
No, the night of.
The night of. Okay. So the night of the wedding, that probably means they would have to sneak into, if it was me, I would try to sneak into the building, the palace, even just Remedori beforehand, so it's likely that they are already here.
All right. So we assume he's here. If you are him, then who do you disguise yourself as?
Someone
Or
who
what?
can get close to him. We've checked.
Did you guys talk about the woman that he was with? Did you check her?
I checked her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
checked
did?
her as well as I could.
I would disguise myself as someone with access to the prince, but beneath the notice of everybody. Guard, servant.
Consort.
All right. I suppose I will have everyone check. Now, do we know that this person can just change shape at will? Because this person could be a new face every day.
I mean, we have to assume as much.
Also, we need to maybe guess that this person does have druid shape changing abilities, and this person could literally be a fly on the wall.
My thoughts,
Which
initially,
makes-
Are there any flies on the wall?
have your people checked the cooking staff?
We are doing the best we can to check everyone, but
I think we
checking
should-
everyone at all points in time is impossible.
I understand that, which is why we need to prioritize. And here's the thing: they could subtly give this concoction to the prince without our notice. And there's various ways to do this. It could be through a beverage, through food, and I'm thinking we prioritize the checks.
All right, so you volunteering to be the taster, Mr. Dwarf?
No, I'm not. However, if you send one of your people into the kitchen to magically detect the staff to see if they're orcs, that's a good start.
Do we know
I
if
have
this
an
potion
idea.
is magic? Also, when you all fail to find this assassin, because your judgment is not the best I've seen among paragons, what do we do when this person does attack?
That's
Listen.
my idea. I think perhaps at what you say, checking the entire palace is impossible. Having safeguards in place is obviously the smart thing to do, but if the assassin is as good as they have proven themselves to be, we will not catch them that way. I propose we set a trap. The night of the wedding, we lead the prince or someone disguised as the prince into the bedchamber and lie in wait to catch the assassin in the act.
All right. I don't hate that plan. Who do we put in his place?
Can
I
anyone
know the
magically
disguise
disguise?
self.
Yeah.
I can disguise.
Oh yeah.
Aye, but
This'll do
a
it.
male is probably a preference of similar stature, and I kind of look over to Zutar.
I mean, I could probably pop the prince's head with my bicep. My
That's
stature.
okay. Would you prefer a dwarf or a female?
I mean, in disguise self.
You can change
I mean, hell.
sex.
Hell, I'm in.
Yeah, you can change your sex.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'm
You
down
can seem
to
1 foot
pretend-
shorter or taller. You can appear thin, fat, or in between.
1 foot
mean,
though.
I'm-
All right,
I'm
so
down to pretend to
dwarf,
be the
like I'm
prince
outright
and,
just
hang
not
out with
gonna
his
happen.
new wife
Maybe
on his wedding night.
If,
Yuri isn't tiny. She would probably.
I can
Yeah, we're
change
pulled
my
off.
height, weight, facial features, sound of voice,
You're-
and distinguishing.
You're pretty short though.
Yeah, you're tiny. You're not.
It doesn't say. I can't appear as a creature size.
Is this disguise self?
So
No, it's
small,
altered.
medium, large size.
It's
Oh.
different.
Do you
I
classify? You classify as a medium, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think if it's a medium creature, then I can
Yep.
click a
Yep.
foot
That's
taller.
totally a thing.
All right then.
Also, if we want to have two people disguised, one as the prince, one as his new wife, that could
Yeah.
work as well.
Also, it's a visual illusion. So if somebody goes for your head and you're shorter than that, they're gonna go through clean air. Although by that point, then you
Yeah.
know,
By that
At that
point,
point, we'll know who it is.
I'll
We're
tell
just
you
trying
what.
to figure out who it is.
Hale, you and I.
I think it's a disguise self spell, Thoradin.
Oh, all
It
right.
might have to be Yuri.
Is it
and Hale.
disguised as okay? I wasn't
Yeah,
sure
let
if it.
Yuri and Hale do something. You guys did stuff before.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
it will be the night of the wedding.
All
we
right.
have to do a switcheroo.
All right.
The night of the wedding, we'd have to do a
Sorry,
switcheroo
Rob.
of some sort.
Go ahead, Rob.
So Vinali and the prince kind of like look and they kind of nod to this. Are like, all right. So where does the switch go? Who stays with the prince and the princess?
It's the night of the wedding, yeah.
that is when they consistently attack. Yes.
So, I'm sorry, real quickly here. Just
Yep.
skip my time. So they're married, then they go off to their honeymoon, and that's what it happens.
To consummate. Yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm thinking after the ceremony, before they get to their consummation.
Well, if it's the consummation they're trying to
I'm thinking,
prevent.
Is there some point when they leave the ceremony to when they head to do the deed that
Do
they are
have
alone?
to go and sign some document?
I mean, the change would have to happen literally in the hallway.
Right?
Okay.
Maybe that's the place then. What do you think, guard captain?
He says, well, considering I think finding where they're hiding is impossible, if they're even here, I think it's not a bad plan. But however, I do want someone to be by them as well as myself.
We could potentially keep them in the same wing.
Yes.
That way, all of our forces would be close at hand, as we would not have to split up too much.
I'm thinking we'll be the rest of us will be close at hand at all times, including during the switch.
I think it's best to stay together because I believe the agent is going to be expecting the Paragons to the prince and his bride, and if they are seen elsewhere, it's going to just.
Perhaps I can see if there are any spellcasters amongst the guests who might be able to cast a disguise on them to maybe have them look like whoever is replacing them.
Yes.
Yes, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
But I think it's a better chance we try and bait them out, take them out.
I would not disguise them as whoever's replacing them, because whoever's replacing them are paragons. I don't know, I'm uncomfortable with that. That could,
I think it's better to sneak them out, put them in a place they were not expecting, perhaps a different room, but
a room with no windows.
yeah,
Is there like a
show.
bathroom? Is it like a suite? Is there an ensuite?
So
Got a toilet back there.
the one thing that this is an absolute nightmare of is because this is such a scenic location. Like there's glorious open windows everywhere.
Even in the toilet.
Yep, you get to
The
just look,
toilet.
you just get to look at a beautiful waterfall where
why
you're
is there a
taking
dwarf climbing out of our toilet?
shit. So, but I like that plan. We can definitely define it. And, the guard captain looks at Thord and Cleo and he's like, but it looks like you two need some rest. Why don't we think it all over?
Yes, please.
Aye.
Thank you, dear gods.
All right. So do we want to end session here and then next session we'll do the wedding?
Sure.
Sure.
I think that's, most
I think we're at a good spot.
Yeah. So, if you guys are going to hang around after we shut off stream, I definitely want to talk to everyone about what happens next.
Okay.
So,
Yar.
Are you going to tell one of us that we're secretly the best?
Maybe.
oh, didn't I talk to you earlier, Mariah?
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you, I gave you that monocle in exchange of helping me later, right?
It's gonna be fucking Brett.
So it's
isn't
weeks ago.
The monocle has really been like the MVP of this entire game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm really
it's been a
glad
very
I
useful
picked
tool.
that.
I don't know. I think the mug that fills up is really the best.
I mean,
But-
I just like pull
There
it
you go.
out any chance I get because it really has no
Ale.
utility other than just like party trick,
Mhm.
It's like the most worthless fun thing in this entire game. Everyone's like, oh, I have dwarven constitution. I can gain all hit points by drinking alcohol. I can have true sight. I can fill this mug.
Also, like,
Rock
just saying that
stick,
we
subscribe to
have the
tier
ability to see
3.
through
Oh my
walls,
god, 2
so-
months.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Yes.
Yes.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Shout out to Rock Stick, the ultimate rock who is also a stick.
Hey,
Oh, he's a stick tied to a rock.
nice.
Yeah. So everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone had. Wait, are we doing Melvin Troy? We're not doing stream of many things for raid.
Are they still
so
streaming?
I don't think he's streaming. Oh yeah, stream of many things. That's what we got right now.
Yeah. Let's stream. Let's go for
All right,
them.
so we're gonna go for them. Rockstick. My God, you are a champion.
He is a champion.
Oh my God, I'd shout him out, but I know he doesn't stream, so he's just a
Yeah.
loyal viewer.
He is.
Good luck to everyone playing in this game tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Really awesome.
I love how Stream Elements is just like star because it doesn't know what to do. Check out Rockstick. They are playing no game at. Yeah, my shout out, Sternsy. You do not include the ad. I probably should have done that differently. In fact, let me just. I can't copy. There's so many messages. I don't play games, Rockstick. Let's just spam emotes real quick before we do this raid.
Okay.
Here we go, everybody. On 3, tell me when you're ready.
I don't have any emotes.
That's fine. Just pick whatever emote you can. Tell me when you're ready.
All right. Ready?
1.
Ready?
Everybody ready?
2.
Yeah.
Wait, no, hang on. I'll do the countdown. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right, let's just see what happens here. Oh, Mariah's
stream
like
just
3
crashes.
emotes. Wow, look at that. That's a thing of
I
beauty.
did a good.
I mean, I see. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, Sternsy, for spamming that. Oh, what a great end. Okay, so stream of many things. That's who we're raiding. Be
Yep,
sure
some good friends of
to,
ours.
once you join that raid, just say hey. You don't have
And
to stick
follow
around.
them.
Just let them know who sent you.
Mhm.
Let them know we love them, and
Good
everybody
friends of ours.
have a really, really, really good night. And don't forget to check out our various streams. Monday, right? We got stuff.
Yeah. Every other Monday, every other Tuesday, we're doing Conquest. Our YouTube should be more updated. I'm going to get on that.
I'm gonna help
for
them out
sure.
with that starting tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have a hardcore discussion about YouTube. But yeah, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you all next Friday at very least.
See you then.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.